Hey guys, what is going on? It is your boy Zach, and today you guys are watching Z Fitness. And today, guys, I wanted to go over the basics and everything you need to know about getting started on a healthier, more fit lifestyle. How to basically begin, and it's really not as hard as people really put it. I've been doing it for a little around a year and a half, and I've figured a lot of things out, and I'd like to share with you my thought process and how I've come so far, and what I've done. And so today I have 4 steps how to get started, and this is gonna be a 7 episode series on the basics, basically. And today I wanted to give you guys 4 steps to get started. And these will be just generic things if you're new or anything like that. So today, first of all, we have the why. And the why is your goal. Why do you want to change? Why do you want to be healthier? Um, do you want a six pack? Do you want to lose some weight? I mean, do you want to be a bodybuilder? Like, why are you doing it? Do you want to look good for a girl? I mean, it's the why, and this is what's going to drive you. Your goal, your end goal, or one of your maybe smaller goals that reach your bigger goals, and it's very important to have a goal, because jumping right into it without oh, I just want to lose some weight. I mean, people say that all the time. I mean, how many people have you heard say, I want to lose some weight? A bunch. But how many of them go through with it? They don't, because they don't know what to do. They don't know, they don't have another goal. They don't know how to keep it going. They're not finding a way to sustain it. And so I'm going to teach you how. And so the why is what's going to drive you. Why do you want to do it? And my why was, I was 16 years old, I was 175, and I was overweight, and I felt very, very self-conscious, and it's a really bad feeling. I was on the beach in Florida, and I felt very uncomfortable walking on the beach, and I felt like people were looking at me, and I didn't like it. And so I got back from that trip, and I immediately went to a nutritionist, and I was like, man, I really want to change. I'm tired of feeling this way. And my goal was just to lose some weight. I mean, that's generic. That's what I just talked about. But that that small goal turned into bodybuilding. That was my next goal. And so losing weight, that was one goal, short goal. And then it turned into bodybuilding. And I lost about 50 pounds. And today I weigh around 130. So, yay. Um, but yeah, it's what drove me, and you have to decide what's going to drive you to your goal, because that's what you want. I mean, we all want to look like this. We all want to do that. I mean, maybe you want to run a 5K, but it's whatever you want to do. It's all up to you. So that's your why. And the next is the what. What are you going to do to get you to your why? Why you want to look like that? And so by the what, I mean your nutrition, your diet. What are you going to do? So there's different kinds of diets out there that work for everyone. There's keto, there's intermittent fasting, you have low carb, you have IIFYM, which is if it fits your macros. What else? There's a couple others. But mine is if it fits your macros, and I've enjoyed it. My first diet though was low carb, and it wasn't bad. I was on a very generic diet. Eat this, eat this, eat this, and I was eating every 3 hours or so. And that might seem cool, but when you're eating the same thing every day, it's kind of bland. But I did it, and I went through with it because I wanted to lose weight. I pushed through, and really, you decide what you want to do to get to your goal. It's you choose your diet, and I'm going to go over diet types in a separate video, so that way you can decide what you want to do. And it's going to be very, very important because overall, nutrition is the most important thing. You can lose weight without exercise. You don't need exercise. You need a good diet plan. Because I guarantee you can drop at least 15 pounds just by eating better. And it's insane. It really is how big of an impact nutrition is on your body overall. But yeah, that is the what. And so now let's get into the when. When do you start? And this is all up to personal preference. And when you start, I mean, start in a time where you're not as busy. You can think things. Like I started in the summer, so I was out of school, no stress. I could focus on my diet, everything I needed or everything I wanted to do. And so the win is I would choose a time when you're not as stressed or you can focus on just this. And so when is all up to you. And when is going to be a very important thing as well because you don't want to do it during time of stress because that can really, really mess with you and your goals and everything. And it's tough. So yeah, choose a time when you're not stressed out. Things a little bit more simple. I don't recommend jumping right into it. I would think it through. Don't be like, okay, I want to lose weight. I'm gonna do it today. No, you don't want to do that. Maybe like plan how you're gonna do it the week before, so or a couple days before. So okay, so I'm gonna start this next week. I'm gonna gather all my information, everything I need to do, put it together, and when I start next week, I'll be fresh, be ready to go. And that's gonna be really easy because you'll be able to get right down into it, like I did. Because I did a couple days off to where I was trying to gather all the information, everything I needed. Talking to a nutritionist about how do I do it, what are we doing, everything like that. All my supplements like protein, stuff like that I needed, or well, not needed, but things I wanted to use to help me. And so the win is all up to you when you can start, really. That's all up to you. And so next is how. This is our fourth and final thing. And the how is me. How are you going to sustain this? And this goes back to the what, back to your diet. How are you going to sustain it? And how is really close to the diet, but how are you going to keep this lifestyle going? Or, I mean, you don't want to maybe do this for like 12 weeks or 8 weeks and just stop. Because, I mean, really, what's fascinating is you'll see the results and you'll think, wow, I love this. Like me, I lost weight and I started getting muscle and I was like, wow, I'm really liking this. But how do I keep it going? I don't want to stop. So what I do, I personally, I researched, I did all these things to really to see how I can keep going. And I found if it fits your macros, and I found my TDE, which is your total daily energy expenditure. That'll be a different video. This is basics. Don't worry. Um, but it's just you want to see how can you do it? How are you going to sustain this lifestyle? Um, with family or friends. I mean, when you go out, when you have celebrations, stuff like that. Like, how are you going to keep it going? And it's all about up to you, and that goes back to the why. Is it worth it? How bad do you want to lose those 50 pounds, 100 pounds? How bad do you want that six pack? How bad do you want to gain that 2 pounds of freaking muscle? How bad do you want to run a 5K? How bad do you want to run 5 miles? How bad do you want to run 10 miles? How much do you want to bike? I mean, it's how are you going to really sustain it and decide why are you doing it? What are you going to do? And then when you're going to start and how you're going to keep all that going. Diet plays a big role. So choosing the right diet is how you're going to sustain it. And also your training type is how. Find I did bodybuilding. You can do powerlifting, you can do CrossFit, you can do running. I mean, a sport, anything really. I mean, if you're my age or in high school or less, um, find a sport. Really, that's a good way to start. That's how are you gonna keep fit, all that. Um, yeah, that's how. That's the how. And so, coming together with it all, this whole the idea of this whole series is to help you get started because my personal goal is to help you and anyone looking for help. I really want to help people who don't understand, who might think it's a little hard, and I would really like to help people out there, make America or the world a better place. I think it's gonna be really cool. I think this gonna be good for everyone. You guys can teach me things. If you guys are even people that are watching this that are maybe even smarter than me at nutrition and all that stuff, teach me some things. I'll teach you some things, and this is gonna be a big learning process for us all. And that's gonna be the cool thing is that no matter what, we're gonna keep learning, and we can get through this. And I'll be with you guys every step, guiding you, trying to do my best from what I know to help you guys out. Because in the end, it's really about bettering yourself, not just physically, but mentally. Because the mental aspect is really, really important. No one's gonna want to be around you. I mean, you could be shredded for all we care, but you're just a bad person. I mean, no one wants to be around you. So what's the point? Um, but decide why you want to do this, and it's very important. I think more people should get into this. But if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the description, or I will leave my email actually as well. And you guys can send me some questions you might have, and I can help you guys out with a diet, help you figure it out. But I will be going over more things as the series goes, and I will try to at least do 2 episodes, maybe 3 a week. 1 to 3. That's gonna be my thing. Depending on my work schedule and everything, which will be it'll be good. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. And as I said, my name is Zach, and you guys are watching Z Fitness. And if you guys could hit that like button and share, be awesome. And I really appreciate it. All right, guys. So let me know if you have any questions. Time to get started. Hit that like button. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you later.